What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Here to my flame, obviously. Today I'm on some MW3, and I thought we've got another topic I want to talk about, so let's get some good old MW3 footage, play some COD, and talk about what I wanted to talk about. So, today, it's very simple, and it's a very big problem in the world right now. Subscriptions. And now, I'm not talking specifically about a certain platform or anything. I'm just mean subscriptions in general. So, I'm going to explain the first subscription-based thing, which is going to be YouTube. Now, what do I mean by YouTube subscription? I do just mean when someone likes your channel, they subscribe, okay? Now, obviously, that kind of subscription is a little bit different to, obviously, purchasing something. But the reason I want to talk about the YouTube one is it's lost its value. Its weight and value is no longer there. And the reason for it is, back in the day, when you would subscribe to someone, it was more like a personal thing. It was, oh, I like this person enough that I want to see their feed and I want to subscribe because I like their stuff that much. Now, oh my god, you want to die, bro? Now it doesn't feel like that. Now it's like, oh, I will subscribe to this person for the sake of it. I will subscribe just because X, Y, Z. And it doesn't mean anything anymore. You know? It definitely doesn't feel like it means that much anymore. I'm whiffing hard. Holy, I need to warm up. Got the MP5. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like there's that connection anymore. So, a lot of people only subscribe for the sake of subscribing and don't actually subscribe for the person themselves. So, we've sort of lost that, especially in the last, like, 6-7 years with shorts and stuff. You can put a video out, people subscribe to you because they basically think, oh, well, this video's cool, whatever, I'm going to sub to them, but then they'll never watch your stuff again. Like, it's not like a commitment anymore, it's more just like, why not, you know? So, that's the first level of subscription. The second level is where the biggest problems arise, which is, obviously, paying for things on a monthly basis that you never even own. And it's got worse and worse over the years, you know? I mean, people pay for 99% of things now are subscription-based. And I think it's disgusting. So I don't really pay for any subscriptions. I have maybe 2 or 3, if that. Oh my god, he's been pissed on. And I'm trying to cancel as many as I can because I love physical media. And I talked about this in a video not that long ago about owning your own stuff, but also why it felt so much better buying a game back in the day, for example, as it does now. Going and physically getting the game, waiting in a queue, adds a massive feeling to the actual game itself, rather than you just getting it online and then that's it, you're playing it. Like, you get what I mean? Like, it's a completely separate experience, and it's another reason why I think modern games don't really hit the same anymore, is because of the way, oh my god, it's also the way that you purchase them with the subscriptions. And when we're talking about physical media, right, companies now, like, look at HP printers, for example, things like that. You get a limit. You get a limit. You buy the printer and you don't even buy it. You rent the printer. You also only get, like, 20 sheets to print per month or something. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? You know? And the thing is, that is now common practice. It's now becoming standard in most places and most companies that, you know, you can only get a limit of certain things. It doesn't matter what you feel about it. That's like their practice now, and you can't do anything about it. So, yeah, it's getting beyond a joke, if you ask me. Oh my god, I've been pissed on. I whiffed. Holy. But as far as other subscription-based services, I mean, most of it, like Twitch, YouTube, stuff like that, is to stop you getting ads, because they know no one likes watching ads, and then they just crank the ads so people feel forced to buy it because they're sick of seeing so many ads. Like, how many people have purchased YouTube Premium purely so they don't get 50,000 ads when watching a 10-minute video? It's absolutely diabolical. So, my opinion on the ad situation is, you know, one thing. Let me just call him my stealth bomber. It's one thing to have a few subscription services here and there. Some of them are fine in a way, you know, but a lot of them are really purgatory. Not purgatory, Sean. That's the wrong word. Predatory. I'm just having a stroke there. Very predatory to the way they do stuff to consumers and stuff like that. And I actually read something. I don't know if this is true, right? But if this shows the level of it and how chalked we're going to be in the future. So there is a theory now. Again, it's not confirmed, and I don't know what the level of truth is with it. But there is a theory that Windows 12 will be subscription based. Imagine not having access to your PC or to basic features because you miss a payment. That is your livelihood, you know? So, oh, I'm whiffing hard. Oh my god. Like, if that's true, and this is why apparently millions of people have switched to Linux in the last few years, I completely understand why and agree, and I might do it myself. Because it's insane. Like, again, it's this huge problem of money over matter, and everything is just like, oh no, like, you're meant to respect us because we're doing subscription based, and if you have a problem, oh, I mean, everyone else does it, so why do you have a problem? And that's that. Like I said in my other video the other day, legacy media like DVDs and stuff have made a comeback somewhat over the last year, the biggest sales in 20 years, and it's no surprise why. Look at, like, genuinely look at the state of like how it works now. You know, it's absolutely terrible. Oh no, no, no! Oh, it's ended anyway. Damn it! I got a Juggernaut. That's a 9. I got a Juggernaut. That's a 9 as hell. You get what I'm saying? I think the subscription side of things is absolutely disgusting now, and there has to be a point where companies aren't allowed to do it anymore because it is so predatory. Everything is subscription based now. YouTube, Twitch. There's now fast food places that are apparently monthly subscription, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. I've really pulled my trap, so I'm in severe pain right now. Ooh, don't want hard hat. I'm going for hard hat. But I mean, look, the only subscription things that I don't mind are things like Game Pass, where you get access to thousands and thousands of games. I don't think that's too bad. I think the price is ridiculous. But in the end of the day, I've started just cancelling everything. I buy my games. I mean, I have my classic CODs right here, and I've got the other ones over there. So, you know, I'm chilling. And I've even started buying DVDs again, because not owning anything... A lot of people don't realize this, right? With Amazon and stuff, if you buy movies, DVDs, videos, or ebooks, it even says you don't own them. At any time, they can do that. You don't own it. You don't have access to it. It's that simple. You're renting. Oh, I've been kicked out of the service. Crazy. But, yeah. It's rather crazy to me that people don't understand that's how it works. They think you actually are buying the product. You own their product. You don't. You're literally renting it, and that is the biggest problem regarding subscriptions. But just doubling back and looking back to the YouTube side of things, I can't get back on the service for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But going back to the YouTube side, like I said about just subscribing to someone, it's no longer personal. It's like a business transaction that you don't even care about. And I think that's another reason why a lot of channels now either have dead subs. Even myself, you know, I look bigger than I am, because when I was posting shorts in 2022 with Minecraft, I went up like 10,000 subs in like a week. And how many of the people watching my actual videos? 5%, if that. And this is what I'm saying. People subscribe to you for the sake of subscribing to you. They don't subscribe to you because they like your content. And for those that do, obviously, you build a connection with that person. Like, I literally do not subscribe to anyone unless I like their content and I want to watch them again. So, on a side note, for anyone that watches my channel and is subscribed to me because they actually want my content, like, they want to see it and they like my content, it's highly appreciated, and thank you very much. And I'm glad I can give you some kind of entertainment where you want to come back. But as far as, like, those that aren't interested in my content, I always say this, like, same with anyone. Like, if you don't like that person's content, you shouldn't subscribe. It's not personal anymore. It's so overbloated. And I mean, hear me out. We all know the subscribe button is now like a white color instead of the yellow it used to be. I think that kind of sums it up perfectly. It's not colorful, it's not fun, because it's not like I'm gonna hit that subscribe button and it means something. It just blends in with the rest of the page now with this white bullshit, red bullshit, whatever, instead of it being something unique and different, you know, because it doesn't matter anymore. Being a subscriber of someone means absolutely bot all these days compared to what it did, you know, 10, 15 years ago. And I don't know, man, I feel like, again, it's something that really... Oh my god, I've been smored. It needs to really... Like, they need to reevaluate this situation. And, again, the sad reality is it's the way that most of the stuff works now. With all of it, because obviously it's the same with just following people in general. You don't even care about following them. You do it for the sake of following them. And like I said, oh my god, I just shit the bed so hard I whiffed. Yeah, a lot of people just don't have that. And I'm just like sat there thinking, what's the point? Like, what do you gain? You just get your feed on YouTube full of shit that you don't care about. Like, so why would you sub to someone that you just genuinely don't give a shit about? You know what I mean? Like, let me know in the comments. Do you, like, does that make sense to you guys? Because for me, it's like I'm just stuck trying to understand these people. Why you would subscribe to someone? Oh my god, can't hit him. My dears. Yeah, you're subscribing to someone that genuinely just the content is not what you want at all. So why do you want to be plagued with that on your screen? You know? But like I said, it's the same with the follows. Like people, I mean, for example, right? Look at the follow culture that happened like a decade ago, right? Where everyone was like, "Oh no, I'm not talking to you because you don't have so many followers." That, at least at that point, it still kind of meant something to be following them because you were supporting them and you cared about that, like their progress. Now it isn't even that. Like, people do not give a genuine shit if they're 100 subs, the person they're subscribed to, or 1,000 subs. They don't care. Like, they do it in the moment. Yeah, I'll sub to you. It's all good. That's me done. But I believe thoroughly in going back to where it matters. It needs to mean something. Otherwise, what's the point? And it's the same with paid subscriptions. If you're just buying subscriptions for ease of access, that's somewhat understandable. But when you're paying for something like Game Pass, that's more personal because you want to play for games. Sure, whatever. And I'm not justifying Game Pass, but like, I'm just saying it does sort of add a bit more personal feeling into it because you're playing games, like there's loads of games you want to play. But subscribing to a printer company, for example, to use 20 sheets of printing a month, where's the personal stuff in that? That is just pure cash. Cash grab. That's all that is. Cash grab, it's not personal. And again, like I said, a lot of stuff is becoming more predatory like that. So, yeah, like I said, I'm very curious to get your guys' opinion on it. I do think we're in a very, very shitty, bad state with most of subscription-based things these days. I'm hoping, like I said, this physical media stuff keeps going, and we start getting more DVDs. And they start, I don't even know if they release modern stuff on DVDs anymore. I'd like to see that become a thing again. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But let me know in the comments, like I said, what is your biggest pet peeve about it with the whole situation of subscriptions? What would you like to see return? And why do you think it's not personal anymore? Why do you think it's become so stale? But I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub if you're new and you actually enjoy the content and want to see more. And I will catch you in the next one.